Yo, what up? Name's Dominic. You're the freak that got kicked out of Hindenburg U for those weird death experiments, right? What the hell is this? Right in front of me, in plain letters, is Returning from Death to Life. A breakthrough by study by Dominic Neilion. Resurrection? But that's my reason! Iggs! Yes, Doctor. Get the shovel. I'm going to show that asshole what happens when you piss off a scientist. Meet you, Dr. Frank. We have it for Dick! We didn't grab any dicks! I'm going to show Dominic that I don't need him, that I'll never need anyone in my life like him ever again! He and his kind will become obsolete. We're going to build a better world, Iggs. We're going to make it so no one will ever have the heart broken again! Ah! What in the world? The book's about necromancy! Okay, everybody, welcome back. This is EvilJess, and we are again playing Dr. Frank's Build-A-Boyfriend. We're trying to get the secret ending, so let's get to work. Objective, find your boyfriend a new arm. Alright. Well. You know where we need to go? Oh, wait, I need a shovel. Let's see. Let's go to bedroom here. Meaty Man Monthly, strictly for research purposes. I pick it up and add it to my inventory, just in case. Alright. Go here. It's Susie, my thesis project for my PhD program. He's named after the black-eyed Susan. Look, I built him specifically to lust after the flesh of man. Yes, he's going to bite. That's kind of in his nature! There is no need for them to kick me out of the program for it, and even if he bit someone once, that's pretty good for a man-eating plant. Alright. Made this for my supposed to be a weed killer, ended up eating some leaves at a comical rate. On top of that, I'm definitely allergic to this, or it's poisonous. Either way, I don't want to pick this up. Pick it up. Yes, please. Hold in my nose and put it in my inventory. Achoo! Ugh, this sucks. Alright, so inventory, Meaty Man Monthly, use. Give that to Susie. I slide upwards towards Susie, keeping my head low. Hey kid, want to see something cool? The plant hisses at me as I bring out a certain magazine. He goes silent as he sees the sparkling muscles on the cover. So much meat. Wow, someone more hunks than ever before. Rated #1 probably somewhere. I can accidentally leave this behind if I'm able to get closer to certain gardening equipment. He grabs the magazine in his jaws, opening it up to a full spread image. He no longer pays me any mind. Alright, so Susie is happy. I can see the shovel. While being distracted, I can reach it just fine. Here, do I want to grab it? Yes! We want to grab the shovel. Managed to sneak around this distracted Susie and grab the shovel. Awesome. Okay. Now we can GTFO and go get my boyfriend in arm. Crap, I made eye contact with him. Ah! It's nice to see you again, Mr. Frank. Doctor! Oh, please forgive me. That was awfully rude, especially after you took time to correct me the previous time. Is there anything I can do to make it up to you? Oh, well, if you ever think of anything... if you ever think of anything, feel free to let me know. Suspicious! Alright, so, we can't go digging while he's around, so back into the church. A large variety of books adorn the shelf. I found some illegal necromancy texts among them. Alright, inventory. Use. I dumped all my powder onto the roses. The vines, lion manes, and weeds others start covering up later. Well, that certainly did some damage. It's an altar. I really don't know what else about. Alright. In we go! Ah, Dr. Frank, you're back. Did I get it right this time? Oh, yes, you did. Is there anything I can help you with? This use the altar inside. It has roses. Indeed, I worked hard to cultivate them, especially so I'm especially glad to see them blooming so beautifully. Except the roses are the symbol of the Antillan region. This used to be a Chaldean church. Is that so? Wait, did you not know that? I'll profess I did not. The altar was barren when I arrived, so I simply planted flowers that I knew would thrive in that type of soil. How did you not know that this was a Chaldean church? Didn't you say you took over the church from the last priest? I did indeed. Then, I mean, at the very least, he would have mentioned the religious sect of the church you were inheriting, right? He did not. Our conversation was cut rather short. A chill suddenly runs up my spine. Cut short? How was it cut short? Well, he had to leave in a hurry. I'm not sure about what. Our conversation was rather short, all in all. Are you even a priest? I do not believe I ever stated such. Ah! Then what are you? I'm a gardener. He gives me another smile. It's kind of cute. Wait, what am I thinking? I hope that won't be an issue. Dr. Frank? No, I just assumed that you were a priest. Sorry. Dr. Frank, why are you apologizing? It was my own fault for not being clearer in my instructions. I'm afraid to say I won't be preaching any sermons here. I'm sorry if you frequented this church. I wouldn't attend that church, even if you paid me. Oh, well then, my not giving sermons should be no issue. I know that a few of the villagers were sad to see the last priest go. But they won't have to wait long before the next priest arrives. Wait, what? I'm just stopping through. Oh, you're not staying? Why am I feeling sad all of a sudden? That depends on how things turn out. There's a chance I won't be here for long. Why are you even here? So direct. Well, I heard a rumor and I decided to investigate. That's all. What rumor? I love the way your glasses bring out the color in your eyes. Huh? Oh, sorry. Did I say that out loud? How embarrassing. Wait a minute, you never answered my question. Oh, how rude of me. What question was that? What rumor are you here investigating? Your hair is such a cute shade of pink. I wonder if it feels fluffy as it looks. What? Dr. Frank, are you feeling alright? You're turning a strange shade of red. Yeah, shut up! He's too strong for me. The book's in the church. Are those yours? Has anyone ever told you that you have very cute expressions? Stop evading my questions! The books, are they yours? Just answer the question! I suppose they are. They're necromancy texts. Which have been banned and widely prosecuted. Where did you get them? Have you any experience with the field? Gah! What a question. It wasn't like he hadn't seen me in the graveyard the other night digging up bodies. Yeah. You seem to be struggling there a bit, Dr. Frank. Shut up! Pardon if I insulted you. No, you didn't. You haven't said anything this whole time. Of what? Last night you saw us digging up those bodies, but you haven't said anything about that. I stole those pants out of your donation pot. I ripped someone's arm off in front of you. Did you want me to make reference to that incident? No, I didn't! Then I don't see what the issue is. Gah! Look, if you're going to call the authorities on us, can you just do it? I wouldn't call the cops on you, Dr. Frank. You're infuriating to talk to, you know? I'm sorry to hear that. If those books are yours, can I assume you've read them? You seem awfully interested in those books. You're never going to answer any of my questions, are you? My research is something similar to necromancy, but I've never had any academic papers to go off with. Not with what happened after the Edict of Tannerberry. So seeing those books, you could have easily traveled outside Gingel to places where magic isn't so strictly banned. Ha! Yeah, right, sure, studying magic in Gingel is nigh impossible. What with the 4 being banned, but necromancy has been banned everywhere. Even if I had left the country, it would have been the same. Would it have? I look up at him. He has an interesting look on his face. Humans have a fascinating capacity to preserve their own pasts. If a government says something must be destroyed, that will ensure that someone out there will try to preserve it, for better or for worse. It seems that the only things that truly die are those that invoke little feelings. Celios? What is it? You just seem sad. Forgive me, I didn't realize that how I was coming off. You are free to read those books, by the way. I know that the information they contain is incredibly rare, and it sounds like it would help you on your own personal research. Which... He leans in closer to me. Can you tell me a little bit more about it? I'm curious to hear what sort of research you're conducting. Yo, your research sounds cool. Can you tell me a little bit more about it? No! I push him away. Absolutely not! Is that why you're here? No one can see my research! Not again, not again! I'm not going to let anyone see my research ever again! Dr. Frank, please, I'm sorry. Leave me alone! Nice bunch of roses thorny vines sit behind the altar. Well, sad. They're still there, but they're overtaken by a bunch of weeds. Found some illegal necromancy texts among them. Okay, so we gotta go back to the graveyard. I'm sorry, Dr. Frank. I don't want to talk to you. Is there anything I can help you with? I'm sorry, Dr. Frank. Alright, so it looks like I'm not getting the arm. Shit. Okay, so we gotta go back. Head back to the lab. I see you're back. Yeah, I have a question. About Dominic. I don't want to talk about that asshole. But... I said I don't want to talk about him! I know, sorry. I was just curious of how much of your research did you end up showing him? Everything he wanted to see, he kept asking, and I just kept wanting to talk to him, to have him keep coming back. I showed him everything. I'm sorry, Dr. Frank. His nipples are pepperoni slices. Yeah? Okay, but why? Why not? Because nipples aren't usually made of pizza toppings! My dear Iggs, you're living in the past. This is cutting-edge nipple technology we're working with here. My boyfriend has the best nipples in the world. They're meaty. They have enhanced flavor. They taste like pizza. Of course. Popeye is back! Okay, well, I'm out. Your job is to, train him out of that. Why me? What else do I pay you for? For helping you run experiments, Dr. Frank, not for training your undead boyfriend out of his daddy kink. Hey, this is an experiment, so technically it's part of your job description. And I need to remind you that your current job is to make him to stop referring to me as Papa. I am to be formally addressed as boyfriend. Papa! This is inhumane on so many levels. About what, Dr. Frank? His arm fell off. It certainly did, Dr. Frank. And since you got rid of all the extras, where can I go get another one? You could go dig up your own from the graveyard. Oh, I guess I could. Well, he does now, so I guess I could get away with that. Alright. Let's just go in and dig. Alright. I can't just start digging body parts up with him standing there, even if he already knows what I'm doing. It's still awkward! The flowers inside. Should I go to them? Yeah, those weeds in the box with them. Thank you for telling me, Dr. Frank. I didn't mean anything by asking you, I mean... Aren't you leaving? I am. I'll go now. He left. God, I can't believe how hard this is, and Iggs made it look so easy! I tried digging up a few more minutes. My progress, or therefore lack of, is embarrassing. I'm getting blisters! I stop, out of breath, with my hands hurting. Why am I doing this? To make history for the advancement of human knowledge. Yeah, right. Hindenburg, they never were interested in my research before. Why would they be now? They were interested in Dominic's work to give him a presentation slot. Damn it! What is wrong with me? Why won't anyone listen to me? All they do is tell me what the freak I am, that the work I am researching is illegal, immoral. What did Dominic have that I didn't? What am I missing? Damn it! I throw the shovel down. It hits a dirt patch with a sad thud. Why did he leave? I miss him so much. I'm tired of being alone. Dr. Frank? I look up. Of course, it's him. Is something the matter? You're crying. Leave me alone! But I thought you said you didn't want to be alone. Fuck! He heard me. What do you want? I didn't mean to eavesdrop. I'm sorry. No, you're not. If you were sorry, you would have said just left me alone. We were silent for a few awkward moments. Why wouldn't he just leave already? Instead, he sits beside me near a small hole I had dug for myself. With him sitting there just silently, a peaceful wind blowing. I hate it. I hate it so much. It's so peaceful, so nice. Suddenly, I can't hold it back anymore. I just... Dr. Frank. I hate everything. I hate them. Who do you hate? Them, the villagers, my dumb professors, my colleagues. I hate them all. They shunned me. I tried so hard. They kept telling me to be myself, so I did, and then they turned around and fucking cast me out. I'm not even a fucking doctor. I'm a sham. I'm nothing. Nothing! He puts his arm around my shoulder as I slob messily into his pristine white jacket. He doesn't move away, though. We stay like that for a few moments until I can breathe regularly again. I need to tell you something, Dr. Frank. But please, don't mention it to anyone else. I came here looking for something. Oh? Or someone. My heart skips a beat. I came here to this town to find you, Dr. Frank. Huh? What? Are you a stalker? I need to explain myself. So I think we both have stumbled upon secrets about ourselves that we wouldn't like the other to know. You've been digging up party parts to use in your illegal resurrection experiments. That boyfriend of yours I met, right? And you found my collection of necromancy books. Suddenly, there's a quiet rustle in the bushes behind us. I look around, but I see nothing. I'm sorry, was there something else you were going to say? Sorry, I was just working up my courage. You see, I trust you with this information, Dr. Frank. I will not say anything about your own experiments if you don't mention this to anyone else. I've used those books. In experiments? No, I'm afraid I'm no scientist, Dr. Frank. I'm a magic user. Oh. Again, there's a rustle, but nothing there. I'm really sorry to interrupt, but did you hear anything? Oh, no, I didn't. I should just get to the point. Dr. Frank, A loud growl bursts right out from behind me. I turn around to see... Ah! A zombie?! I quickly reached for the shovel, hoping to protect myself. Wait, stop! Tishy, stop! I told you to wait outside the town with the others. But, Master, people from town keep chasing us away with pitchforks. It's cold and damp here, and Suzanne's leg fell off a day ago. Can we just go home? That's what everyone keeps asking. We just want to go home. Tishy, not yet. We can't go home yet. There's still business I have to attend to, and you are to return to the others. Do you understand? But, Master! Tishy! I chose you to lead them in my absence, but you are making me regret that choice. No, I'm sorry. We didn't mean to. I'm sorry. Go now. I'll find you later. But yeah, I know it's hard on you and your siblings to camp out like this, but please, for me? Of course, Master. We're sorry. We love you and we hope we find that mysterious force you're looking for. Celius hugs the zombie before it saunters off into the underbrush it appeared from. So, I am a necromancer. Oh. I had to turn away, my face burning. Ah! Sorry, I know that's a lot to take in. He chuckles. He begins to say something else, but someone cuts him off. Papa, Mama! It's my boyfriend with Iggs. Dr. Frank, what's taking you so long? We're going to miss the presentation entirely at this point. Huh? All right, the presentation. My revenge! Right. I jumped to my feet, trying to avoid Celios' line of sight, suddenly feeling self-conscious. Shovel! I try to resume my work, but I find it hard. It's just as I remember. Instead, Iggs comes over and quickly finishes in no time flat. Thanks. In response, he hands me the arm as a stapler, gesturing towards my boyfriend's stump. Well, any port in the storm, right? Oh, wait a moment. Celios comes rushing over, looking at the arm I'm holding. Dr. Frank, I didn't know he was here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You see, this isn't what it looks like. I keep screwing up the voices. It's okay, Iggs. He knows what's going on. What? Can I see that for a second? I hand the arm to him, almost dropping it as our hands brush against each other. He quickly says some words I don't understand, and the arm takes on a vibrant glow. There, it won't fall off this time. You won't be needing that stapler either. He's looking at the stapler quizzically. I will say, Dr. Frank, I'm utterly surprised and impressed by you and your assistant's creativity. I've never seen an animation with the features you've given your boyfriend here. He's beautiful. He's beautiful, isn't he? He's beautiful, isn't? He's interesting. Iggs stifles a laugh with a cough. I shoot him a glare. There. All better now. Celios attached the arm to my boyfriend. It looks brand new. Also, in the future, he gestures towards my boyfriend's chest. I suggest using body parts that are relatively fresher than these, ideally when the body is bloated, but before the skin slippage lets the mirage out of the bones. What? Oh, forgive me, I'm blabbering on. You were late for something, weren't you? Ah! Yes, Iggs! Let's go! We run off towards Hindenburg. But I quickly look back and see Celios standing outside the church with a serene smile on his face. My heart can't stop beating. 15 minutes later. Alright, let's see how this turns out. I can see that asshole. Even back here, I can tell he's wearing that stupid smile of his. He's about to start the experiment. I can tell by the crowd's voices. There's so many people here, they're pushing through the crowd. All I can see is him. He looks the same, even though it feels such a long time since we last saw his face, his posture, everything feels so familiar to me, yet now with a caustic feel. I can't take my eyes off him, I hate him so much. As we get closer to the front of the cloud, I notice that there's a dead bird in front of him. He's leaning over it now with that gorgeous locks falling over his eyes, brushing the sides of face I had looked at so much before, and suddenly gasping, the bird is flying, I can't move anymore. Dr. Frank, what are we doing here? We need to crash this presentation. That's your research! My feet are frozen. There's a pit in the bottom of my stomach. He looks so happy. Did my research do that? Is he happy because of me? Is he happy with me? Of course, he was able to pull out the experiment flawlessly. I'd shown him how to do it. Dr. Frank! Buddy! I shouldn't be happy at this moment. Everything in my heart is telling me I shouldn't be, but I am. The crowd is electric. The same crowd that told me I had to leave. That was what I was doing was immortal, that I wasn't welcome here. I had finally done it. Was I finally going to be acknowledged? I look at the backstage. He had seen me. Our eyes meet. His face changes. Almost as if he had seen an unsavory bug. I hate him so much! Iggs ahead of me is already climbing on the stage with the monster on his tail. Hello? Can everyone hear me? This isn't this man's research. The crowd goes quiet. The bird continues finally around, seemingly confused as to its new living state. I make it up on stage as well, the monster is struggling to make the jump. There's not a single sound in the auditorium, save for the fluttering of the wings. Al's eyes are on me. Dominic walks over to the stage with a strange look on his face. Frankenfurter, bro! You came out of your house! I'm sort of in the middle of my big presentation, you know, the thesis project for medical school. I'm sure you remember that. Wait, did you flunk out of here before? I can't remember. Anyway, if you could get off the stage... He roughly lays a hand on my shoulder. This is my research. The grip on the shoulder tightens as I flinch in pain. Bro, don't mumble. What did you say? I take a deep breath. This is my research! The crowd begins to whisper words I can't understand. Something moves in the audience. Dominic shoves me, his face angrier than I had ever seen. It is not a good look on him. Frankie! Come on, man, don't do this. We had some really nice times together, right? All of the words I was prepared to throw at him catches in my throat. He leans in closer. I learned a lot from you, you know? I really couldn't have done all this without you. Thank you, Frankie. You're such a smart guy and cute, too. I'm glad to have been able to work with you. Isn't this what I had wanted? I just wanted him to like me for him to look at me with amazement when I told him all of the things I was able to discover. But not like this. I had never wanted it like this. Dominic begins to walk away while readdressing the audience, apologizing for this confused individual who had wandered onto the stage. He continues to explain how his presentation works. His cloud takes on a worrying tone. Something is wrong. Dr. Frank! What was I doing? I couldn't let this farce continue. I slapped my face, getting myself motivated for what I had to do. I rushed to the center of the stage before Dominic could say anything else. Ladies and gentlemen, I am glad you have enjoyed the demonstration my assistant, Dominic, here put on. Assistant? However, there's nothing compared to what I am about to show you. Behold! I point to where the monster is trying to climb up the stage, but he's gotten one foot up but is still struggling to raise the rest of his body. Well, behold in a couple seconds. Iggs rushes over to help him up on the stage. Here we go! This man here is the world's first artificial life form. The crowd erupts in noise. It's a good noise, I think. No longer do you have to put up with lousy, ugly, inattentive boyfriends. Now you can have your own, fully customizable, whatever taste you may have. This, I point to the monster who has come over to stand next to me, is the future of dating. I take a moment to soak in the audience reaction. They seem confused and scared. Well, it wasn't what I dreamed about, but truly, innovative inventions are often met with confusion at first, right? They'll come around. Right? Boyfriend, why don't you say a few words to the audience? I love my papa! Children, you can make your own customizable children as well! Mr. Frank! Suddenly a furious one-handed man appears behind me from the stage. Hey, Master Aeon, you need to leave immediately. Boop time. The curtain drops and a few armored men appear behind him. Too late. Bad scared. The men grab Iggs and the monster, and hold them back while the headmaster looks at me with a disappointed look. Dr. Frank! Wait, you're still going to pass me, right? Mr. Nilion, we gave you this opportunity under the assumption that you were going to do independent research, not steal somebody else's. I didn't steal. And on top of that, you just presented highly illegal research in front of the Queen herself. Mr. Frank. He turns to me, a sad look on his face. We at Hindenburg you have done a lot over the 8 years to prevent this from happening, despite informing you multiple times of the legality of your field research you are pursuing. But this is important! What are the laws in the face of? Despite the illegal nature of your work, we have turned a blind eye, leaving you to your own devices. We typically don't like the capital getting in our own personal business, but now... The two armored men had finished handcuffing Iggs and the monster, both of who were looking with frightened eyes. The armored men had begun to make their way towards me. Our hands are tied in this matter, Mr. Frank, and for that, I am sorry. The armored men move to put handcuffs on Dominic and I. My heart sinks. But, bro, do I pass? Under the laws of the Edict of Tannenberry, we arrest you for... A crash rings out from behind the stage. We all turn to see the armored men have fallen down. He doesn't move and get back up. The man who put handcuffs on me goes back to investigate. Suddenly, a figure topples him. Now on clear side of me, the zombie Silius had called Tishy. And I'm dead! More of her siblings shuffle in from behind the curtain, emitting an ominous moan. Look what you've done! Your research has attracted the attention of unholy creatures! How rude. Silius appears out from behind them, his own creatures looking a bit irritated. Cecilius! Dr. Frank, it seems you've gotten yourself in a troubling situation. Would you like for me to help you? Yes, please! He smiles with that stupid, cute smile he always does and moves forward with the rest of the creatures swarming the remaining armored guards, tearing them down. He reaches for the handcuffs around my hands, but stops. Why do you stop? What is it? Oh, nothing. I was just thinking how you look quite good like this. My, did I say that out loud? Excuse me. He places his hands on the cuff. Next thing you know, they turn off, yet they don't burn my skin. Next thing you know, they're melting off my hands. Ah! Sorry, I should have warned you, but it didn't hurt, did it? No, it didn't. I was just surprised. Good. I rub my wrist, getting to feel normal again. Wow, I'm really glad he's here. Yo, can you do that to mine too? Silius gives him a look for a second, then turns back to me. What do you think? Huh? From what I can gather, you two have a history. Should I let him go or not? Fuck him no, or but he'd go to jail. Nah, fuck him no. No way, let him burn in hell as far as I care. Leave him. Certainly. Seriously? You're just gonna let me get taken away by God knows who? Well, you did present illegal research. Your research? You finally admitted it. You're a piece of shit, you know that? You always what? Fuck you, bro, and you too, Mr. Demon. Celia snaps around to stare at Dominic. That look could have hit a nerve. That looked to have hit a nerve. Before Silius could say it, a few of his own creatures mobbed to tearing his hairy clothes. Now, he's a guest of Dr. Frank's. Be kind. But Mama? Oh, no. I look up to see that my boyfriend has mingled himself in with the rest of Silius's horde. They seem to be having a grand time. My, how sweet! Isn't it Dr. Frank, or should I say, Papa? Ah! You're bright pink. Sorry, Dr. Frank. You're so fun to tease. It's okay. Oh my god, what am I saying? Why does it feel like my heart is going to jump out of my chest any second? So you really do roll over for anyone that shows you a little tension, huh, Frankie? The words catch in my throat. Iggs runs over with an exasperated look on his face. I'm glad you were able to have one last chat with the love of your life, but we need to go. It looked like more guards were making their way towards the stage. We had to move. Fast. If there's anything you gotta tell him, now's the time. But, looking at him tied up there, I could only think of one thing to say. I felt pathetic. No, there isn't. He pats me on the shoulder. We should probably get going then. I hear Dominic yelling words at me as we flee. I try to keep my eyes forward as we head towards the mansion. 3 hours later. Do you have everything? I look at the myriad of bags that his creatures are holding, each carrying the only personal belonging I'll have for the immediate future. No, but it's not like I can take the rest of my research with me. Don't worry, it'll be there for you when you get back. We hid it well enough that I doubt anyone were to find the remnants of your research. A few creatures outside holding Susie calls out to Silius for help. It seems the plant bit off a creature's arm. Again, he would be trouble to carry long distances, but Silius reassures me that he could easily reattach anything that the plant would bite off. Yes, I'll be there in a moment after this. One of the creatures looks at me and waves back to me, calling me Papa. I'm not sure how I feel about that. And what about you, Sir Iggs? Are you going to be all right? Absolutely. I'm especially happy for the extra vacation time. Paid vacation time, right, Dr. Frank? He shoots me a look that I do everything in my power to avoid. It doesn't work. I wish you all the happiness with your boyfriend and that this will all blow over in a few months or so. Or at least to my experiences. Maybe even sooner. What if that hidden headmaster was saying was true? I didn't realize they had done all that just for me. Silius puts my hand on my arm, and I look up at him. It's that pretty smile of his again. Are you sure you'll be all right, Dr. Frank? You're welcome. He barely squeaks out the words before he continues. To join my boyfriend and I at his house? If you wanted to. Iggs begins to fidget, clearly hoping that I won't take him up on his offer. I think I'll be fine. It'll be fun to learn from him all about the necromancy art. I can implement it into my own work when I get back. I can't wait to see that. Then I'll be seeing you. Iggs waves goodbye as he's taking off down the hill. It's just Celius and I left, as well as our collective children. Celius leaves to rearm the zombie that had called out before. Seeing him there was Susie and his own monsters. Have I made a mistake? Dominic's words, they kept coming back at me. So you really do roll over for anyone who showed you a little attention, huh, Frankie? Was I blind because he was just paying me some attention? Was I rolling over again? Would he leave me once I told him all I knew? I needed to stop thinking about him. This was all just business. Because if I let it be anything else, the same would happen again. Just like Dominic. I frowned. With that, I think we're ready to go. I looked up. I didn't even see him come back. Dr. Frank? What? You seem sad. Are you missing your home? Or are you having second doubts about coming with me? You are, it seems. It's okay, Dr. Frank. We barely know each other. It's natural. But I'm looking forward to learning more about you on your travels. There it is again, his smile. At this rate, I was going to like him. But doesn't he just want my research? What if you don't like what you find? What if you don't like what you find out about me? I can't promise you much, Dr. Frank, but I can promise you this. I will not let any harm befall you while you are in my company and away from your home. You are, of course, more than free to leave our party at any time. We both have things we would like to learn from each other. It's a beneficial arrangement. Why not see where that takes us? Could I trust him? Could I go with him and learn and what he says he can teach me? But I barely know him. He could easily just turn out like Dominic or even worse, but... I look at him. He could turn out differently. Perhaps, or perhaps not. But even still, the words kept echoing in my mind. Why not? I reach out tentatively and take his hand. A chance perhaps things would be different. Why not? The end! Alright, that is all I am gonna do for this game. This is actually kind of cute. I like that. I like that secret ending, getting the zombies. So now they have this little zombie family together. It's so cute! Alright, so this is gonna be me for a little bit. Sorry it's been taking me a while to make videos. I've just been super busy because I have a trip coming up. And I will not be back streaming until the 20th, but I do plan to vlog and post some stuff about the trip. You know, I'll make short little videos and things like that. So keep tuned to the YouTube channel. Check me out on Twitch. Check out my friends that I host on Twitch because it is really good. They're really great guys. Really great guys and gals. I have a lot of guys on there right now. Bag, Giacomo, Hugo, Craven, everybody with Pittsburgh Twitch streaming. They're all really great guys. So, you know, check that out. Check out all my older videos too. It's kind of interesting to watch the progression of like what I was and now what I've become, that kind of thing. So, hope you guys enjoyed. I'm signing off because I gotta go finish up packing, and I will see you guys back when I get back on my trip and see you in the vlogs. Bye-bye!